And they raised the argument, like he's got a campaign. Oh, I'm not going to treat Trump any differently than anybody else who says they've got to work while they're facing trials.
Which is patently absurd. And by the way, this corrupt hack of a judge, to give you an idea. Some people, were critical that I was talking about not being a fan of foreigners being judges. And I get there's plenty of conservatives that fled terrible jurisdictions that are good judges on the federal bench today. I just still prefer they've been born in America, natural born citizenship. We're required for presidency and for judges. But here's definitely the foreign born who should not be judges. This judge who comes from hardcore communist. She comes, and to give you an idea how crazy communist her grandfather and uncle were, they were kicked out of the Radical Socialist Party in Jamaica for being too commie. That's how so we have the descendant of communist, a foreigner, deciding the 2024 election by abusing her judicial power. So this judge is a judge who's previously said on the record, credit here to Julie Kelly for getting the transcript, because this is where judges screw up. In sentencing, they'll yip too much, and their biases and prejudices will just pour out. She basically said Trump should be in jail before he was even prosecuted. That's what she was saying in her prior sentencing. If that isn't bias, what is? I mean, our grounds for recusal and disqualification, which Congress should change these to give you an automatic right of disqualification of the first judge, no matter what, number one.
I think she kind of grew exasperated by all the discussions about politics. At one point, she kind of put her face in her hands. She kind of rolled her eyes when, there was another discussion about, the Biden administration coming after Trump.
This judge who comes from hardcore communist. She comes, and to give you an idea how crazy communist her grandfather and uncle were, they were kicked out of the Radical Socialist Party in Jamaica for being too commie. That's how so we have the descendant of communist, a foreigner, deciding the 2024 election by abusing her judicial power.
Subscribe to the Dummy Funnies now!